Greetings and welcome to Storytells, the evolution of Poetic Soul Unspoken Roots. I am your host, author, businesswoman, inspirational leader, and philanthropist, themichellelynette. We are kickstarting off April as National Poetry Month, featuring myself as I will be coming to you every Sunday with a mini series of poems from my inspirational collection of poetry book entitled Poetic Soul Unspoken Roots, where I will share one poem every Sunday, and then I will give you the backstory to how the poem became present into my library of work. So make sure that you go ahead and grab you some wine, light a candle, get you a snack if you so choose, and make sure you spread this word to your family member, friends, colleagues, even a stranger, and let them know to come catch this vibe because Michelle Lynette is a vibe. Come on in and let's get started. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me this evening. I hope that you guys have been able to get your wine, you got your candle, and you got your snack. And if you don't have none of the above, that's okay. Just as long as you are comfortable and you are relaxed, because hanging out with me, it's a relaxed thing. It's chill. Everything with me is smooth. So before I get into starting the reciting of the poem, it is important that I disclose to you guys that the work that I'm going to share with you, it is very raw, it is authentic, and some of it is heavy. Okay, because it comes from the real life experiences of, things I've experienced in my life, things that has happened in other people's lives that I know personally, and things that I have seen happen in the world. And from there, I just pull from all different places to be able to properly express myself, um, in inspiring others. And so I cover everything from politics to pain, betrayal, flirtation, love, and peace. Being able to find that peace in your life once life has happened to you. And so, without further ado, I am going to go ahead and get started with the first poem. And that poem is called Where's the Justice? It was written many years ago in the Bush era. And here is a sample of what that entails so you can kind of get an idea. And there are 5 to 6 poems in every section of my book, and the book is broken into 7 sections. And so, with that being said, every Sunday, I will be doing one poem and giving you the backstory behind how it became a part of my library of work. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Where's the justice? And you kind of wonder, what is that about? So let me tell you. You keep hurting our people, murdering our spirits, and trying to set us back. We didn't ask to come here. You came and got us from our home. Remember that? You wanted us to be slaves, handicapped us for years, making us believe we are privileged to be here. Well, if I'm so privileged, then where is my damn justice? The system I live by is clearly corrupted. Yet you want me to walk a fine line and overlook the judicial crime. Oh, but according to the Pledge of Allegiance, I am to be a part of one nation under God, attached with my liberty to be indivisible and justice for all. That's what the American Pledge says, y'all. I am being led by a presidential administration that is leading our people astray. And it is sad when we are played against each other to keep statistics constantly riding our ass. The world says in time we will develop criminal minds that will lead us to walking in prison lines, keeping the grave diggers' jobs aligned. Poor black children being pitifully led by false leaders, no one to give them proper encouragement to become great believers. Protect them, Lord Jesus. Where's the justice? We need this. Protesting my freedom is like molesting the innocence of purity, never giving us a chance before the image of our souls are transformed into pornography, not for the good of sensation, but for the filthiness of degrading. My justice, your justice, our justice, where is the justice? The justice is when we come together as one community, binding our paths to increase Black unity from the coast of Africa to the grounds of U.S. soil. We are the power within our own Black oil. But you will never hear the New York stock market betting on prominent reward. It's too much like giving extra credit to a failing retard. So I say to you people, uplift each other and know that it's all right. We'll never have justice if we don't fight for our peace of mind and the peace of our coming generations. We are fruitful in many nations. Our strong leaders did not die in vain. They died to give us hope to carry on their pain of becoming free. Justice was battled for our destiny. Now understand that much has been given just for us. So take your stand and ask, where's the justice? Thank you. And I'm going to snap for myself. I'm going to snap for myself. And for those of you who do not understand what snapping means, in the poetry environment, when a poet is standing before a crowd of people and they are in the middle of reciting slash expressing themselves, instead of the audience responding with words, we use the snappings of the fingers. And this is so that we do not interrupt the poet as the poet is speaking and can be heard. So if you liked what I said, please put some snaps in the comments. You can even put your words in the comments. If you agreed with what I said, if you didn't agree with what I said, you can express yourself freely on my page, but it has to be tasteful and respectful because I communicate in healthy dialogue. And it's okay for us to be able to communicate respectfully to one another. Okay. And so when I wrote this poem, the story behind this poem came during the time when we were going through a recession. The world was going through a recession under the leadership of Bush Jr. And we were dealing also with some injustices, especially in the minority group of people, Black people, might say. There was a lot of police brutality happening during that time, which still continues today as we are dealing with the situation with George Floyd and others. Um, we dealing with the division of finances, where the minority group has always been behind other groups. I personally was dealing with some issues in the corporate sector. So, with the combination of my experience with being in the corporate world and seeing the division there with how, other groups were treated better than how I was when it came to, wanting to have time off or wanting to have a raise because of how I was working. Um, to me, that seemed unfair. Looking at police brutality and seeing how another race may commit the same crime as this minority person, but the way that they are treated is not equal. Um, I've also just looked at how there's division between groups when it comes to how we live. And I even saw it just how it is with the education system. So there was so much um, things that played a part into this story being formed. And I felt that it was important to be able to express how unfair, life is in this world between all groups of people. And with that, I felt it was necessary to express myself and just say, hey, when are you going to start being fair, especially those leaders who are in office that can play a significant role in fairness being made? And so it is my hope as we continue to live in an ever changing world that love will be the premise of change. And it could also be the foundation that many people use in order to change. Now, unfortunately, some people were raised differently, and because of their beliefs, they see no need for change. And until we all look past the color line and just see each other as people, we will continue to have these stories. We will continue to still keep fighting for equal justice with life, period. And if we just learn how to love one another, just love one another, because love is a powerful thing. It is the most wanted, desired, needed thing that a human uh needs in their life, aside from all other things, be it money or materialistic things. That's not necessary. It's necessary, but it's not as necessary as being able to feel valued and being able to feel loved. And so I hope that we are able to love one another just as a race, a human race, so that we can build each other up instead of tearing each other down. And if we can come to that place to where we can operate from a space of love, man, our nation will be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's my story behind that. That's my expression behind what I just said. And so I will be back here next Sunday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. I will have all the information in the show notes for you guys to be able to access me. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and you click the notification bell so that you are made aware that I am back with another segment to share and inspire you. Okay, and so before I leave, I want to leave you with some words of inspiration. Be careful of the steps that you take, because when you are taking steps along your journey and you find yourself veering off course, be mindful to tell yourself that you're going to have to switch back. Because if you're not careful of the steps that you make, you're going to make your journey long and hard. And understand that everybody is not going to be able to walk with you when you are elevating up. Have a beautiful week and make sure that you are intentionally becoming the best version of you. I'll see you next Sunday. Have an amazing evening.